Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel all about BI. So this session is going to be again on mapping data flow, but on a different transformation, which is alter row transformation. Okay, so when we'll be coming across a situation to use this particular transformation, I'll show you a quick example. Okay, this is my sales Excel data which we are using for a while now. Okay, so when you look at this data, right, we have two empty rows in the beginning. Okay, but that empty rows still have some formatting in it. See here, when I click on this empty cell, it is showing number. Okay, so this is considered to be a valid row. Okay, if you have a file like this in ADF and you want to ignore loading these records, right, what we can do is we can use this alter row transformation. Okay, based on certain column, for example maybe unit price or unit cost or total revenue, we can filter the incoming rows if it is null. Okay, before loading it to staging table, we can filter out these rows using alter row transformation. Okay, I'm just going to adf.azure.com. So in my source, I have connected to the Excel file that I showed you now. Okay, I have added a sync. Okay, in between this, we have to add this alter row transformation. Okay, all right. So when you click on the source and have a look at the data preview tab, right, you will be seeing these null records. Okay, that is what we are going to filter today. Okay, using alter row transformation. So just come down. You can find it under row modifiers. Okay, so once you add this, right, you will be seeing alter row conditions here. Okay, enter an expression to match rows for either insert or delete or update or upsert. Okay, in the sense you can control the way how records are inserted, updated, deleted or upserted. Okay, so in our case, right, we are going to delete, okay, the incoming records if we are having null records. Okay, so based on certain columns, see, normally in real-time scenarios, right, you will at least be having one primary key column in the file. Okay, if not, you have to make use of your gut feeling to choose the columns based on which you have to select the null records. Okay, because there can be instances when some columns will actually bring null itself. Okay, other columns will not bring null, but certain columns are nullable. Okay, so you shouldn't be choosing those nullable columns. You should only be concentrating on the columns which are not nullable. Okay, in our case, we can choose function called isNull. Okay, we have to our input schema based on this function, just that unit price. Okay, so what we are checking is if this unit price is going to be null, we have to delete that record. Okay, so we will refresh to see how many records fall under this particular condition. If you look at this output, right, only for first two records we are having the tick mark here. So all other records are not falling under this particular condition. Okay, so we will save and finish. So after we execute this alter row transformation, we should be seeing number of records, two records lesser than the actual records. Okay, so let us count number of records here. It's 100. So when you look at the data preview in alter row transformation, right, you are seeing some updates here. Okay, so if you see here, right, delete 2 records, insert 98 records. Okay, here whichever records are matching the input conditions we gave in the alter row condition, which is nothing but if the unit price is null, we are going to delete the record. Okay, so if you come to settings, what we told is in alter row condition, delete if unit price is null. Okay, so based on that condition, it has marked 2 records to be deleted. Okay, and other records will all get inserted. If you see here, you are seeing a plus condition here. Okay, so in our source file we had 100 records. Okay, including the null records. So after deleting the null records, it has to be 98 records only. Okay, it's also correct only. So insert is 98. We are not updating anything. Delete is 2 records. Okay, so this is how you can filter the incoming records. See, with respect to Excel rate, you will end up getting n number of issues like this based on formatting. Okay, so it has to be cleaned in the first instance itself. Okay, before you get the data loaded to the destination or sync table. Okay, so just keep in mind that the sync has to be a table, whether Azure Azure SQL table or on-premise SQL table or Cosmos DB. So just have database as sync. Okay, so this is how we implement filtering the Excel file records based on alter row condition. Okay, if you have any doubts about this session, you please let me know. In the next session, what we are going to see is how to implement the other settings. Okay, how to handle insertive, updative and upsertive. Okay, we'll be seeing in the next session. All right, thanks a lot for watching. If you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel. Okay, keep supporting.